Today we're going to learn how to make this Finnish granny square. This is not my design, but I'm going to be leaving the link to the video where I found this design on my description. First, we're going to start with a slip knot. And 7 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're closing to form a ring with a slip stitch on the first chain from the beginning. So now we have our ring. For the first round, we're going to start with 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now inside the ring, we're going to make a double crochet and 1 chain. Another double crochet and 1 chain. And I'm already hiding the tail here as I go. So we will continue like this with 1 double crochet and 1 chain until we reach 12 in total, including the 4 chains from the beginning. So I'll see you at the end of this round. Here we're arriving at the end of our first round with 12 double crochet with 1 chain in between. So we're going to slip stitch on the 3rd chain from the beginning. Now I'm going to cut this tail before I continue. Now for the second round, we're going to chain 2. And we're going to make 1 double crochet in the 1 chain space from the previous round, 1 double crochet, another double crochet on the 1 chain space from the previous round, and 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round. One more time, 1 double crochet on the 1 chain space, another double crochet on the same 1 chain space from the previous round, and 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round. And this is how we go. So now we have to continue the same pattern of 2 double crochets in each 1 chain space and 1 double crochet on top of the double crochet from the previous round, and we have to reach 36 double crochets. So now we're arriving to the end of this round, and we still have 1 space, 1 chain space. So we have to make 2 double crochets here. And I'm going to count my stitches because I need to reach 36. I have 35, so I will make 1 more double crochet. Now I'm going to slip stitch on the 2nd chain from the beginning. So this is how it looks so far. This is the 2nd round. For the next round, we're going to chain 4 And now we're going to make one treble crochet. Yarn over twice, insert our hook on the next stitch, go through two, and leave it open. Another treble crochet on the same stitch, through two, and leave it open. Then another treble on the next stitch, go through two, and now we're going to close them all together. So we're going to form our first cluster. And this is how it looks. So this is how it looks, our first cluster. And now we're going to chain 4. We're going to make one treble crochet on the next stitch. And we leave it open. One more treble crochet on the next stitch. Leave it open. One more treble on the same stitch. Leave it open. And one more treble on the next stitch. So now we're going to close them all together. So this is what we're doing. One treble, leave it open, another 2 trebles in the next stitch, leave it open, and 1 treble on the next stitch, and we close them all together. So 1, 2, 1. But we only close it at the end of the cluster. So now we're closing this cluster, and we have to chain 4, and we're going to repeat this same pattern until the end of the round, and we have to have 12 clusters in total. So this is 11 clusters we already have here, and now we need one more to finish our round. So 1 treble in the next stitch, leave it open, another treble on the next stitch, leave it open, another treble on the same stitch, leave it open, and 1 more treble on the next stitch. Now we have 4 trebles, and now we're going to close them all together as we did previously. So now we're going to chain 4, and we will slip stitch on top of the first cluster. This is how it looks. This is our flower, basically. So now we have to start the square shape. So we will start with chain 5, slip stitch on the same space where we started the 5 chains. So we have like a little ring, and that's our first corner. Now we're gonna chain 5, and slip stitch on the next cluster, on top of the next cluster. Actually, we're gonna repeat these 5 chains and 1 slip stitch on top of the cluster 3 times. Slip stitch. So far we have 2 arches, now 5 chains, one slip stitch on top of the next cluster. So now we have one corner and 3 arches. Now we have to make another corner. So we're going to chain 5, 4, 5. One slip stitch on the same space where we started at this corner. Chain 5. One slip stitch on top of our next cluster. We'll repeat these 3 times to have 3 arches. And this is how we're forming our square. We have 1 corner, 3 arches, 1 corner. We're gonna make 3 arches, 1 corner, 3 arches, 1 corner, and 3 arches. And this is how we form this round. And I'll see you at the end of this round. So now I'm finishing this round. And I'm going to make the last arch. Chain 5. And I slip stitch at the beginning of our next corner. This is how we form our square, and this is the 4th round. Now we're gonna slip stitch on the next 3 stitches so we can get to the center or the middle of our corner. 3. So now we are in the middle of our corner. So we're gonna chain 5, 3, 4, 5, and 1 slip stitch in the same space. Now we're gonna chain 5, 4, 5, and we're going to single crochet inside the first arch. Another 5 chains and a single crochet inside the next arch. 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 5 chains and single crochet on the next arch, and we have to form 4 arches in total. So far we have 3. So chain 5 and single crochet, slip stitch in the corner. So now we have 1 corner, 4 arches, and now we're reaching the next corner. So now we have to make a new corner or another corner, so we're gonna chain 5 again. Slip stitch inside the corner and chain 5 for another arch and single crochet inside the next arch. 5 chains, 1 single crochet inside the next arch, second arch of this side. 3, 4, 5 chains, single crochet inside the next arch. So far we have 3 arches, we need 1 more, so chain 5 and slip stitch in the corner. So we can see here how the square shape is showing already. So we have 1 corner, 4 arches, 1 corner, 4 arches. Now we have to make another corner, 4 arches, 1 more corner, and 4 arches. And this is how we finish this round. So I'll see you at the end of this round. So here we're arriving to the end of this round, and we need 1 more arch. So we chain 5 and we slip stitch in the corner. So I'm showing you how it looks so far. And now we just have to make the last round. So we're going to start with chain 3. This will count as a double crochet. Now we make 1 double crochet inside the same corner we're working on. 3 chains. And now another double crochet inside the same corner. And another double crochet inside the same corner. So this is what we're going to do in each corner. 2 double crochets, 3 chains, and 2 double crochets. Now I will show you what we're going to do in each arch. The first arch, we make 1 double crochet, another double crochet on the same arch, and chain 1. Another double crochet inside the same arch, and another double crochet inside the same arch. The next arch will be the same. 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets. And these we're going to repeat 2 more times until we get till the next corner. So I'll see you in the next corner. So now I'm finishing the first side of my square. I have 1 corner in each arch. I was doing 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets, and now we got to the corner. So I'm gonna make 1 double crochet inside the corner, another double crochet inside the corner, 3 chains, 1 double crochet in the same corner, and another double crochet in the same corner. So this is how we're going to be shaping our square. So now we're going to continue with each arch where we're going to do 2 double crochets, 1 chain, 2 double crochets. Then when we get to the corner, we repeat what I just showed you, and this is how we're going to finish this. So here we're arriving to the end of our round, and we just need to work on the last arch. So we're making 1 double crochet, another double crochet inside the same arch, 1 chain, another double crochet inside the same arch, and another double crochet inside the same arch. So now we're going to close with 1 slip stitch on the 3rd chain from the beginning. Now I'm going to cut the tail. These we have to spread a little bit the stitches so it will have a nice look, nice square shape. So basically this is it. And now I'm going to show you how to hide your tail, but if you already know this, then thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, okay? Like it, you can, so this is how it looks so far. So we need our tapestry needle. And what I usually do is I go down up. This is what I do. So I'm showing you how I do it. But of course you can do it in a different way as well. If you want to be safer, more sure, you can even turn it around and go back in the opposite direction.